Imagine this. You try to solve a problem, you think you found the perfect solution, but instead of fixing it, you end up making things 10 times worse. Sounds crazy, right? But this has happened in real life, more than once. And the story behind it involves cobras. Yes, cobras. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you will not only learn a fascinating story, but also discover how the same thing might be happening around you, even in ways you don't notice. From colonial India to modern cities, from workplace policies to environmental programs, people keep falling into the same trap, the trap of the Cobra Effect. And the reason it's so dangerous is that it usually looks like a good idea at first. Stick around because we're going to break it down with real-life examples you won't believe. So, what is the Cobra Effect? Simply put, it's when a solution to a problem actually ends up making the problem worse. Economists call it a perverse incentive, a situation where the reward you give encourages people to act in ways that you didn't expect. And the name comes from a story in India during the British colonial period. Back in the 1800s, the British government in Delhi had a serious problem. Venomous cobras were everywhere, and people were getting bitten. So the government came up with what seemed like a brilliant idea. They offered a bounty for every dead cobra. Kill a cobra, get paid. Simple. At first it worked. People started hunting and killing snakes, collecting their rewards, and the streets seemed safer. But humans are clever. Some saw a new opportunity. They started breeding cobras just to collect more bounties. When the government realized this and stopped the bounty program, the breeders released their cobras into the city. And what happened? The cobra population exploded. The problem was worse than before. This, my friends, is the origin of the term Cobra Effect. It's a classic example of unintended consequences, when actions produce outcomes you never planned for. And here's the shocking part. This isn't just history. The Cobra Effect happens everywhere, even today. In traffic jams, in schools, at workplaces, and even in environmental policies. Let me show you how. Let's start with traffic. Cities try to solve congestion by building wider roads. The idea is simple. More lanes, smoother traffic. But studies show that what usually happens is more people start driving, and the traffic often becomes worse than before. More road, more cars, more congestion. Cobra Effect in action, or think about schools. Some schools give bonuses to teachers based on student test scores. At first, it seems like a great way to encourage excellence. But then, teachers sometimes teach to the test, or even manipulate scores, which defeats the purpose. Even environmental policies can backfire. Some cities banned plastic bags to save the environment, but people switched to paper bags, which sometimes have a higher carbon footprint than plastics. The policy backfired, and the problem shifted rather than solved. So why does this happen? It's all about human behavior and incentives. When a reward is introduced, like money for killing cobras or bonuses for test scores, people naturally try to maximize their gain. They may find ways to exploit the system rather than solve the underlying problem. This happens because humans often think short-term. We see the immediate benefit and ignore long-term consequences. We react to incentives, sometimes in ways policymakers never imagined. Economists call this perverse incentives. It is a reminder that people don't always respond the way you expect when rewards or rules are introduced. Here's the mind-blowing part. The Cobra Effect might already be affecting your life, your workplace, or even your city, and you may not even notice it. Stick with me, because next we're diving into how to spot it and avoid it. Here's what you need to know to spot a potential Cobra Effect. Check the incentives. Ask yourself, are the rewards or penalties you're offering encouraging the right behavior, or just the easiest way to gain the reward? Think long-term. Don't focus only on immediate results. Could the solution backfire over time? Consider human creativity. People will always find loopholes. Anticipate creative but harmful ways they might exploit a solution. Use feedback loops. Monitor results continuously and be ready to adjust policies if unintended consequences appear. Systems thinking. Look at the problem as a whole, not in isolation. Every action can ripple across the system. Here is a challenge for you. Think about a problem in your own life, maybe at work, school, or even at home. Could your solution backfire? Could a reward or rule you create actually make things worse? Comment below. I'd love to hear your examples. The Cobra Effect teaches a powerful lesson. Solving problems isn't just about the obvious solution. It's about understanding human behavior, incentives, and consequences. Sometimes, the best solution is not the one that looks easiest or most obvious. So next time you try to fix a problem, remember the cobras. Ask yourself, could this backfire? Could it create a bigger problem than the one I'm trying to solve? If you found this story fascinating, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell, because we explore more mind-bending concepts like this every week. And remember, solving problems isn't always what it seems.